Seconds.
We play the team song.
Broadcasting System News Department presents an upgraded package of Newsline to bring you interesting news, interviews, reports, and in-depth analysis events. Newsline, 1 full hour of happiness in Liberia and beyond. Newsline, bringing you the movers and shakers of our time. Newsline, up-to-date sports, simple English, and fresh news, including commentaries. Newsline, happening Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. only on ELBC, the nation's pride.
99.9 ELBC. The time is 7 p.m. Next is Newsline.
Fish there.
Hello from the National Service of the Liberia Broadcasting System. Welcome to Newsline, 1 hour presentation of the most credible news from Liberia and the rest of the world. Today is Tuesday, the 11th of November 2025. I am Vafle Kamara presenting. A big story so following. Senate launches investigation into allegation of casino at Liberia Broadcasting System. 28-year-old classroom teacher in Carisburg is on the run for allegedly raping a 13-year-old disabled girl. Public Works Minister promises paved road from Monrovia to Harper by 2029. And away from Liberia, Ethiopia beats Nigeria to host United Nations COP32 Climate Summit in 2027. These and many more stories, including sports, the weather report, the news in simple English and French, are coming up. First, Fabian Kuya and the latest from the newsroom.
Allegation of a gambling center at the Liberia Broadcasting System has claimed the attention of the Liberian Senate. The Senate's attention to the allegation followed a communication from Bomi County Senator Edwin Snow on Tuesday. Senator Snow said there was credible report indicating that the LBS had allegedly entered into an agreement with Blue Star High-Tech Liberia Limited to establish a gambling center within the premises of the state broadcaster. Blue Star High-Tech Liberia Limited is a gambling company operating in Liberia. The Bomi County Senator further added that the development raises serious concerns regarding the moral standing, institutional integrity, and public image of the nation's premier broadcasting entity financed by the government. Senator Edwin Snow argued that the Liberia Broadcasting System is a vital platform for national communication and entertainment. Following Senator Snow's concern, the Senate mandated its Committee on Information and Broadcasting to investigate the matter and report within the shortest possible time. Police in Carisburg Statutory District are in search of a 28-year-old classroom teacher, Daniel Sando, for allegedly raping a 13-year-old disabled girl in Kingsville Township. According to our correspondent, suspect Sando allegedly committed the act late Thursday night on November 6. The victim was born blind from birth and is said to be unable to walk. The victim's mother, Victoria Pine, a mother of 3, observed that her daughter was not in her usual position where she always placed her before going to work. Madam Payne narrated that her daughter then accused her uncle, David Sando, of allegedly taking her to the room and performed the act. She added that the perpetrator seriously threatened her not to tell anyone. Our correspondent said report from the James Davis Hospital shows the 13-year-old disabled child was tampered with. Meanwhile, Montserrat County General Coordinator Benedict Yan has provided 5,000 Liberian dollars for the child's treatment as prescribed by the hospital. Public Works Minister Roland Giddens said by 2029, Liberia will for the first time have a paved road from Monrovia to Harper, Maryland County. Minister Giddens said government is confident about the projected timeline because the different road projects from Nima to the southeast are progressing. The Public Works Minister told an interview on Tuesday that pavement on the road from Ganta to Tapita will be completed in the next 1 year, 6 months.
In the next year and a half or so, you'll be driving from Monaco straight to Tapita on pavement. By the dry season, we've already done the contracting. The contractor is ready to proceed with pavement from Tapita to Toaster, which is 40 kilometers.
Minister Roland Geddes noted that the 40-kilometer road from Tapita to Toll Town in Grangeda County will begin before the next rainy season. He disclosed that the procurement process for the 85-kilometer road from Toll Town to Zwedru is nearing completion, while maintenance on roads that do not have contractors will continue. At the same time, Minister Roland Geddes has said the recommendation for government to cancel all contracts with MDNC of indicted owner John Yubodi must be carefully reviewed by the cabinet. Whilst reading an indictment against Mr. Yuboti on Friday, the chairman of the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force, Councillor Edwin Clamantin, urged the government to cancel all contracts with MDMC. In a radio interview Tuesday, Minister Gaydon said all existing contracts with the company, especially in road, are legally binding.
Deeply for contracts that you sign already, of course, in the contract, there is a clause that will say how contracts are terminated. And if the next party is not satisfied,
the Public Works Minister admitted that MDMC is the only Liberian construction company that has the capacity to do asphalt pavement. Minister Roland Geddes stated that while the ministry applauds the work of the Asset Recovery Task Force, it will continue to honor the contracts with MDMC until a decision is made. The Chief Executive Officer of MDMC, John Yuboti, says his company has completed several works in the Foreign Ministry in strict compliance with the contractual agreement. According to Mr. Yuboti, the civil works, which started separately on May 5 and September 12, were completed in line with the contract. He said the MDMC has begun renovation works on the ministry's 6th floor with the installation of 3 new elevators on the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st floors, respectively. The Chief Executive Officer of MDMC was speaking during a news conference recently in Monrovia following his indictment by the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force. He disclosed that the renovation was fully funded by Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Mr. Yuboti was among several Liberians that were recently indicted by the Asset Recovery Task Force. Police Inspector General Colonel Gregory Como has admitted to capacity gap within the Liberian National Police. The capacity gap, according to Colonel Como, is undermining the professional integrity of the police force. He blamed the situation to limited training and capacity building opportunities for officers since the departure of the United Nations mission in Liberia UNMIL in late 2016. IG Gregory Coleman wants the legislature to increase the LNP's current budget by additional $12 million United States dollars to address critical human resource gaps at the police. Colonel Kuma was speaking Tuesday when he appeared before the plenary of the House of Representatives. According to Police Inspector General, the proposed $12 million will be used to recruit, train, and deploy new officers across the country. Montserrat County District 3 Representative Sumo Moba has written a bill seeking to establish a Council on Social Work Education and Practice 2025. Representative Sumo said the proposed legislation is critical to establish a professional body for the supervision, accreditation, and regulation of social work in Liberia. He said establishment of the council is timely given the pressing social challenges facing the country. The Montserrat County lawmaker emphasized the bill will standardize social work education and ensure professional accountability. Representative Moba added the bill, when passed, will make a critical step towards strengthening Liberia's social protection system and safeguard the dignity of rights of the most vulnerable. Meanwhile, the bill has been forwarded to the relevant committees for scrutiny for onward action. The National Association of the Pele-speaking People of Liberia has petitioned the legislature to reject the proposed bill seeking to abolish the Sandy Society. The group in its petition called on lawmakers to instead promote dialogue between government and traditional leaders to modernize certain practices. Their petition was presented to members of legislature Tuesday on Capitol Hill. While the association acknowledged certain harmful practices, it believes dialogue is the surest way to enhance positive reforms. According to the National Association of the Pele-speaking people of Liberia, the Sandy Society teaches moral culture, education for women and girls in Liberia, arguing that abolishing it will affect the identity of the country's heritage. Receiving a petition, a chairperson on claims and petition Montserrat County Representative Prince Stolz termed the document as vital and promised to submit it to plenary. Liberia's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Catherine Cooper, has described the health security project as a pivotal movement in the country's journey to a healthier, more secure future. Dr. Cooper said the project is not merely a response to existing threats, but proactive strategy and investment into the human capital. The Liberia's Chief Medical Officer also stated that the health security project seeks to foster economic competitiveness and national security to safeguard Liberia's health sector.
Today is more than just a start of another initiative. It marks a pivotal moment in Liberia's journey towards a healthier, more secure, and prosperous future. This project is not merely a response to existing threats, it is a proactive strategy to safeguard our future.
Dr. Catherine Cooper said the health security project is also a commitment to protecting communities by empowering community health workers, promoting community engagements, and ensuring equitable access to quality healthcare services. She lauded all stakeholders and urged them to embark on the project with shared vision and steadfast commitment to build a healthier Liberia. Meanwhile, World Health Organization Representative Dr. Olushao Olu said the project represents significant milestone in Liberia's capacity to prevent, detect, and respond to public health threats. Dr. Olu noted that the project will showcase the country's effort to building a healthier, safer, and more resilient country. The World Health Organization country representative commended the World Bank for its continued support to Liberia. He pledged the World Health Organization's support to the Health Ministry and all implementing agencies to ensure every investment made under the project translates into a stronger national and subnational capacity. The Liberia Electricity Corporation and the Rural and Renewable Energy Agency are forging a close partnership to expand electricity across the country. It followed the conclusion of a three-day joint working session that aims to strengthen coordination and planning for the country's electricity expansion efforts. At the joint-ended section, both LEC and RREA prepared an annual work plan and budget for the Liberia electricity sector. According to a release, the joint section represents a renewed spirit of collaboration between the two entities to effectively plan, align resources, and accelerate progress toward Liberia's goal of reliable and inclusive electricity access. And Gender Ministry has officially launched World Children's Day in Monrovia. World Children's Day is an annual event that promotes, protects, and fulfills the rights of every child. This year's celebration will include community engagement, cleanup campaign, National Children's Health Exhibition, among others. Deputy Gender Minister Garment Tokpa says the goal for this year's event is to hold duty bearers accountable for promises made to protect and empower children. Minister Tokpa also disclosed that the move is to engage policy makers, members of the legislature, to increase budgetary allocations for child protection, education, health, and digital safety. World Children's Day is intended to strengthen implementation of the Children's Law of 2011, increase public awareness on children's rights, and provide direct access to essential services.
Fabian Kuya there with the news bulletin. You're listening to Newsline on Elbc Radio. One of the big stories we're following tonight, Public Works Minister promises paved road from Monrovia to Harper by 2029. Well, allegation that a casino has been established at the Liberia Broadcasting System has reached the Senate. The Senate's attention to the allegation followed a communication from Bomi County Senator Evan Snow on Tuesday. According to Senator Snow, there is report that LBS has allegedly entered into an agreement with Blue Star High Tech Liberia Limited to establish a gambling center within the premises of the state broadcaster. There is Bomi County Senator reading his communication, followed by Senate Pro Tem Yomli Kanga Lawrence.
Project the letter is self-explanatory. So I was on a flight and I met a team from Ghana that said we have a gambling center. And I was like, where is it? I say it's inside the Elbc, inside the Elbc. So I was confused. I really didn't believe it.